Hello, my name is Talan Godfrey, and I'm a real gang stalking victim. Hello, Andre, and hello, everybody else. Like I said in this video right here,
You understand what
that this will be my last video that I will upload. Well, this video is re-uploaded, but I said this would be the last video that I upload to this channel right here. Yeah, I'm having problems getting a YouTube channel that I like to use again as my main video blogging channel. But right here, this video right here, this is eBay 60 minutes right here. This proves that gang stalking is real. Like I said, CBS News, well, 60 Minutes CBS News, Content ID flagged this video and YouTube blocked me from being able to share this video on my channels until I edited out a whole bunch of these people's content, even though it's completely fair use and I'm not getting paid for it. But you see, nobody gives a shit about fair use. You know, like nobody gives a shit about the law anyway, so we're gonna have to deal with that. And then it was weird that my channel was starting getting flagged for older stuff. That YouTube don't have a problem with violence. YouTube really don't have a problem with fighting videos about fighting on their channel, but somebody flagged my video. Let's see if I can. And I think it has something to do with this guy right here. Right there. And then here's his other channel right here. And well, that's not it. Hold on. See? This is another one. So he has this one right here. Then he has these others. So he has multiple channels. So I put eBay 60 Minutes, this channel right, this video right here, and I posted it to this dude's video. And my other videos on my channel started getting flagged. Some weird shit going on. That's all I have to say. Weird shit going on. Anyway, we all know this dude don't talk about gang stalking at all. Yeah, he doesn't. This dude doesn't talk about gang stalking at all. He's. I think he's a perp, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video. Okay, let's see if I can find it. I don't want to get flagged again. Okay, this video is going to talk about the gang stalking of Brandy Vaughan. You see, if you keep listening to people like this, these fake, phony, and false gang stalking victims. To go on YouTube. Chosen one. Talking about some damn chosen ones. They're a whole bunch. They're coming back on YouTube. They disappeared for a while, but see that gang stalking video right here. These people, they're doing a thing called a limited hangout. They will mention one element, maybe two elements of what real gang stalking victims go through. And then they will talk about nothing else but some type of narcissism bullshit. A lot of people call it narcissism. Other people are now dubbing it main player syndrome. Main player syndrome, which is weird. It's like it's just another form of narcissism. Yeah, they just keep doing that. So you just gotta watch out for it. Main player syndrome. That's what they're calling it now. Or what do you call it? Protagonist? There it is. Protagonist. I can't even spell. Or protagonist syndrome. That's what they're naming it now. It's just all it is just narcissism. Okay. So let's get back to this dude's video. See, he disappeared for a long time. Doing all this fake, mixing this chosen one, new age paganism, mixing it with gang stalking. Like they always do that. They mix gang stalking and religion. They mix gang stalking and spirituality. They mix gang stalking and the supernatural. None of that stuff is real. Because you got Ted Gunderson, and I know a lot of people already seen me talk about Ted Gunderson. See how many times? You see how many times he did not talk about gang stalking? Okay, I'm gonna get off this dude channel. See, he disappeared for a long time, and then he came back talking about that gang stalking shit, which that means I have to talk about this dude talking about gang stalking. Look how he didn't talk about gang stalking for a really long time, really long time. But somebody told him to do it, and he did it. Okay, so let's get to the meat and the meat and potatoes of this. Hold on. Watch out for people like this dude right here. Watch out for this people like this dude. So let's talk about the gang stalking of Brandy Vaughan. I truly believe that she was a gang stalking victim. Um, Hold on for a second. Let's go to, again, Ted Gunderson, the former head of the FBI Los Angeles division. Ted Gunderson was the top cop of Los Angeles County. Ted Gunderson gang stalking. Ted Gunderson wrote an affidavit proving that the gang stalking is real. Let's see. Why you want to know? Why you want to know me, dude? Okay, here it is. Which is a perfect video proving that the gang stalking is real from this dude right here. Now, I live in Los Angeles. This dude, for some strange reason, which I'm so glad that this is happening, this dude still has street credit. He still has street cred after all this time. So a lot of the people, they don't mess with me because they knew who Ted Gunderson was, especially the people in Santa Monica. Woo! Thank God. So here it is right here if you want to watch it.
Put her on tape. Reveal number 2 man of the FBI at the time.
So he's right there if you want to watch it. I suggest you watch that video. And there is Ted Gunderson's gang stalking affidavit right here. I suggest you watch the video. Okay. Here is another example proving that gang stalking is real. These are for your newbie people who are watching my videos. This is a legal document proving that the gang stalking is real. Here it is in Popular Mechanics magazine. Okay, right here. Ba, 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 ba. Right there, you can read on it. This proves that gang stalking is real. I wish somebody would update this crap right here. Update it, because I experienced a lot of the stuff that's on this page. Right here, I experienced a lot of it. And this document basically is about 8 pages long, okay? But it needs to be updated because there's some other stuff that I have experienced as a part of gang stalking that is not listed on this infographic, okay? But anyway, this is Mud Rock right there. And if you want to read Mud Rock, you can. It's right there. Okay, so that can help you prove that the gang stalking is real. And for all my new videos, I will always talk about Ted Gunderson, and I will always bring up psychoelectronic weapons effects. Again, a legal document proving that the gang stalking is real. Which gives me street cred, okay? Because it does. Because it proves that I'm not Terry Joe Jr. or these other people talking about some dumbass chosen one shit. So let's talk about the gang stalking of Brandy Vaughan. Now, she wasn't an anti-vaxxer, okay? She worked for one of the big pharma companies, and she knew too much, and then she started speaking out. Now, if you go Google, Ted Gunderson's affidavit, you know that they target people like her, okay? People will target people like hers. Just like eBay, 6 executives, CBS Boston, 60 Minutes, eBay, right there. That's how they get down. It had nothing to do. Gang stalking had nothing to do with the chosen one. Gang stalking had nothing to do with spirituality. Gang stalking had nothing to do with religion. Gang stalking has nothing to do with the supernatural. Gang stalking is just a business. Gang stalking violates the RICO Act. Gang stalking violates U.S. Code 18 sedition, treason, and terrorism. Gang stalking violates all types of felonies because these people gonna be hitting you with direct energy weapon, harassing you, hitting you with mind control technology. I don't think these people been hit with direct energy weapons and mind control technology, but this proved the harassment part of gang stalking. These people have definitely experienced it. And I think Brian Confron from SIS Security, he talked about some of the harassment campaigns. Like I said, my camera stopped. Brian Coffin, who allegedly worked for SIS Security back in the day, he talked about how gang stalking can be a part of corporate espionage. Gang stalking can take down groups of people. It's like COINTELPRO and Operation Chaos and a whole bunch of other bullshit. It's on steroids. But these people definitely experienced it. Like I said, I don't think these people had experience in direct energy weapons and the mind control technology. But like I said, these people were definitely gang stalked. I know this is a little bit too long. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's watch this. This is BitChute. Let's watch it.
And for those of you who don't know me, I have been an activist speaking out against SB 277 here in California.
Wow, what happened to our rights?
Yeah.
How did I sit back and let this happen?
Yeah.
This is a very slippery slope.
In this fight, I have been under a little bit of heat, and I wanted to document this just in case. I wanted to show some of the intimidation tactics that I've been under.
Okay, so you can tell about intimidation, harassment. Let's just look up Brandy Vaughan real quick. I am so sorry for taking forever. We all know that Brandy Vaughan is dead. She died, I think, in 2020. Well, I'm gonna put this on pause. Here's more about Brandy Vaughan, which is right here. I don't think this was.
All right, my friends. Well, I've been mocking these Wu flu vaccines and some of the
Vaccines. Okay, here it is right here. Call me Stormy. Yeah, right there, Brandy Vaughan. And I love the salty cracker. He's talking about this person right here. This is all information, but this used to be really, really big. And then somehow Brandy Vaughan just ended up dead. Let's get rid of that right here. Get rid of the salty cracker thing right there. But okay. Brandy Vaughan ended up dead. Here's her website. That's Wikipedia, but her website is called learntherisk.net or .com. Yeah, she died in 2020. That's what everybody's saying. I don't know how she died though, but some say it was a blood clot. Some say that she was murdered. A lot of people think that she was murdered though. See, of natural causes. Okay. But here it is. Oh, I'm gonna play Brandy Vaughan. If I can find it. Okay. Okay, timestamp. Okay, this is Brandy Vaughan.
A lot of shady stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
I got involved in this fight because I used to work for Merck here in Santa Barbara where I live. And I worked there from 2001 until 2003. And I sold Vioxx for Merck. Vioxx was eventually taken off the market, and it was proven that Merck had knowledge that it increased heart attacks and stroke by 2 times, and it injured and killed a lot of people. It was eventually pulled off the market, and I lost a lot of faith in the healthcare system.
And she ain't the only one, by the way.
And then I came back with a 6-month-old son, and I was bullied at the pediatrician's office in San Francisco when I asked to see vaccine inserts and questions about them. That was a huge red flag for me because I already had mistrust of doctors and the healthcare system in general. And
I'm gonna put it on pause. When it came to these COVID-19 vaccines, a lot of these, the pieces of paper that comes with the vaccines was completely blank. And I remember there was some type of pharmacist complaining about it. A whole bunch of people complained about it, but it was a pharmacist actually showed this long piece of just white paper. It was weird back in the day.
Pharma.
And this was like
and
3 years ago.
I did a lot of research, and that was 4 years ago, and that was where my vaccine research started. And I realized that they were not very safe, actually, and not very effective. and I chose not to vaccinate my son.
Vaccines.
So when I heard about SB 277 in California, I decided that it was important that my voice was heard and that I was speaking up against it and part of the fight. So when I made that
She did the tongue thing. That's so annoying.
decision 3 months ago, I know that I knew I was going to take some heat for it, but I wasn't quite sure how much heat. And so I'm making this video today to describe the intimidation tactics that have been used against me to try and silence me.
Now go to 60 Minutes eBay, the eBay scandal 60 Minutes. Same kind of stuff. But 60 Minutes, the eBay scandal, those people who work for eBay didn't get into those people's house. They got into her house.
The first one happened when I was coming back from the Capitol rally in Sacramento against SB 277.
We're not going away! We're not going away! We're not going away! We're not going away!
And I came home with a friend to my hide a key being on my doorstep, open to the key. And the story behind this was a year ago when I bought my house, I hid that deep in the bushes, and 6 months ago I had looked for it because I thought, well, it's probably not a good idea to have a key to my house right outside my door. I couldn't find it, but when I came back from Sacramento that one time, it was about 2 months ago, that the key was on my doorstep, open to the key. That day I had my locks changed, and I called an alarm service, and I installed a $3,000 alarm system.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on pause again. Like a lot of people already experienced this. If you're a gang stalking victim, some of these gang stalkers gonna break into your house. They might get rid of the window frame. They might have locksmith on retainers. They might be trained locksmith. They gonna get into your house. I'm gonna put this on pause, but come on. I tell people all the time when I do my protest at the Santa Monica Pier, almost every single weekend for the last 3 years, you need to buy a master lock door security bar. You need to barricade your door at night. I can't stop these gang stalkers from coming into this apartment during the day when I'm gone, but at least I will have somewhat of a safe place to sleep, at least at night too. Hopefully they ain't coming through the apartment through the windows, or taking out the window frames, or coming underneath the floorboard. I've also heard rumors about that. In a different video, I will get into what do you call it? I might as well. I'm gonna put this on pause. Okay, hold on. Sorry, my mind is racing right now. Here it is. They call it frogging, or hold on. They call it this. Oh, okay, never mind. We ain't gonna share. Oh my God, those ads. Okay. I'm not interested. But yeah, it's these people. If you live in a big enough place, you might be a victim of this. It's a real thing. A whole bunch of people have personally experienced this.
3 little letters to make a.
Have personally experienced this. Here it is right here. I'm so sorry about this, you guys.
For months, imagine someone living inside your house and you don't even know it, and for months on end.
Intruder secretly living inside her attic.
Man found hiding between a family's walls.
Man slipped.
Okay, so what's the big find it?
About Frogging premieres July 18th. When Home, a new Lifetime series about frogging, premieres July 18th.
When we found out.
Okay, so apparently this is a real thing, and people got caught doing it. So when it came to Brandy Vaughan talking about stuff going inside her house, this is what happened before she died. I truly believe it. I truly believe it, and I don't think I've been a victim of this right here, this phenomenon. But I understand people have been in my apartment. Yes. People totally been in my apartment.
2 days later. So what happened apparently is someone opened the door, the front door, went through the front door, picked the lock, and my alarm went off, and they immediately disarmed it with the master code, which nobody had but me. I made sure nobody else had that code, and they disarmed it at the panel with that code. Panels inside.
Now you heard that, right? If you want to watch the rest of this video without me interrupting, you know where it is. This is on BitChute, okay? But I'm telling you, some of these corrupt police officers, not all the police officers, but some of these corrupt police officers and these corrupt private investigators, watch the video when women become gang stalkers. When women become gang stalkers, you're gonna understand it. You're gonna understand it. Become gang stalkers. Okay, so look, a whole bunch of extra stuff is on my keyboard. I'm so sorry about that. When women become gang stalkers, and you're gonna see it, they gonna be in your house. They're gonna be in your house. These gang stalkers. I suggest everybody watch that video. We go to videos. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. But like I said, when women become gang stalkers, and it's completely real, and download the video. See over here, when women become gang stalkers. You should watch it. Okay, I'm going back to Brandy Vaughan.
According to the alarm company, at 3:45 in the morning, somebody entered in through the front door, the alarm went off. They disabled the alarm by putting in the master code right away into the panel. And then at 3:46 in the morning, my hallway monitor sensor went off. So someone went down the hall. And then at 3:48, someone opened my dining room window and then closed it right away. And then if you notice, the dining room window actually faces out towards the backyard, which is much more private than the front door, which they used to enter that time. And then they went over to the keypad, entered the code again, and then left through the front door at 3:49. After the incident, I talked to some security experts who have actually done intimidation for corporations, and they explained a few things.
Okay, now you understand what she just said. Now go back to eBay 60 minutes. eBay, okay? eBay 60 minutes. But, okay, now you understand that this gang stalking shit right here is nothing to do with the spiritual natural. Gang stalking had nothing to do with the spiritual natural. Gang stalking had nothing to do with religion. Gang stalking had nothing to do with the supernatural, okay? Or spiritual. Gang stalking had nothing to do with those. You're not a chosen one because you're a gang stalking victim. And the noise violations. This is a business. Just like Brian Conference said, the SIS security expert, in that video got to be like 5-6 years old now. This is a business. Gang stalking is a business, and I'm going to get to more evidence, more proof that gang stalking is a business.
They said, well, they were probably tapping your place, so everything I say and do in here is listened to, if not watched. And then opening of the back window, because it's a much more private way to get in for future reference, for future visits. When I did return home, and the police came in and made sure nobody was here, and then I came in after the alarm was set off, after the break-in. And what I did notice was they had left this window unlocked, like this. And before I left for Sacramento, all of the windows and doors were locked, double locked actually. I went through twice to make sure that they were locked. So after that happened, I didn't really feel comfortable sleeping in my house again because, of course, they could come in and disarm my alarm whenever they wanted. There wasn't really another way to secure the system. I changed the code, but again, who knows how they got the code in the first place.
The company.
The security expert is pretty convinced that the house is tapped. My phone is being listened to, my conversation, my text messages, and then my computer, both my computers as well. The next thing that happened actually was with my computer. So
I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop it right now. CBS is gonna get me one more time, but this is really important. CBS, ooh, CBS News, man. Okay, let's see CBS. Let's see what I downloaded. YouTube have been doing signal boosting of fake gang stalking victims, people who's supposed to be of authority. They're signal boosting that, and they're shadow banning other videos that prove gang stalking is real, like the gang stalking, community stalking 60 minutes. By the way, this is a really good video right there. You should definitely watch it. Oh, where is this at? I can't find it. Yeah, I can't find. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to stop the video. Okay, timestamp. Stopping the. Okay. Oh, this video is going to be blocked by CBS News. Oh, they're going to get me. But watch this.
Tracking and monitoring their victims, they're using mobile apps and digital surveillance software, better known as spyware. It can remotely access text messages, emails, and calls. Stalkers can also track their target's location and even turn on a device's camera and microphone.
They do a lot more than that. But like I said, computer cloning, they can do it. Phone cloning, they can do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my God, they can do a whole bunch of stuff, man. It's really disgusting what they can do nowadays. Okay, back to Brandy Vaughan. It's more proof that gang stalking has nothing to do, again, with the supernatural. Gang stalking has nothing to do with the spiritual realm. Gang stalking has nothing to do with any religious with religion at all. Gang stalking has nothing to do with that shit. And anybody says anything different, they're lying to you. Okay, they're lying to you. Okay, hold on. That's another video I'm gonna make. It was back to Brandy Vaughan.
So, one of the things that the police wanted to know was if anything was taken in the break-in. Of course, nothing was, because they weren't here to take anything. I did have a computer here in a hiding spot, and when the police were here, I did actually come and look to make sure the computer was still here, and it's here.
That's what sucks, because I was so afraid when I found out they were coming into this apartment. I had to carry all my electronics with me, which sucks because that leaves your electronics vulnerable, which is oh my God, which led to this dude right here, which led to this shit right here. Okay, where is that? I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. What happened to my videos? Okay. Which led to this incident right here. This dude was attacking my cart that had my gaming laptop in it. And they eventually destroyed the screen of the gaming laptop. The rest of it was insured, but they destroyed that screen, which wasn't insured. And like I said, it was a gaming laptop screen that was destroyed. It's not covered by insurance. I can never get that fixed because I can't afford to get that fixed. I'm on EBT. All right, but this is my channel right here if you want to see the rest of the videos that I have. Okay, let's go back to Brandy Vaughan.
Above the microwave is its hiding spot. It's not a place anyone would know to look for the computer, and it's not, you know, especially in being here in only 4 minutes. 2 days later, after that happened, after the break-in happened, I walked into my place to move some stuff out, and the computer was taken from its hiding place and put in the middle of the floor. And so I came back.
Now, you remember that the video from Ted Gunderson? Ted Gunderson. That's exactly what happened to Ted Gunderson. Okay, I'll show you the video. I understand that this. If you want to watch Brandy Vaughan video, you already know where you can find it. But there it is, right there. Same thing that happened to him. Same thing that happened to him happened to her. Okay. Leaving stuff in a certain way to gaslight you, leaving stuff in a certain way to scare you, to prove to you that they've been in your place. But to anybody else who don't know what gang stalking is, they're going to say that you're crazy and you can't go to the police about that certain situation, because the police are going to say, that sounds crazy talk to me, that you just found your purse in a particular area. You didn't put it there. These gang stalkers came into your house and put your purse on top of a chair, on top of the couch. You didn't put it there, and you know that they did it. But you can't go to the police and talk about that because there's no evidence. You didn't get it on camera. Like I said, I'm sorry for my speech impediment in my last videos, and yes, my heart's racing and my mind is racing. But watch this video. Same stuff happened to Brandy Vaughan, happened to Teddy Gunderson. That's why I keep bringing this stuff back up. Okay.
Back home to pick up some stuff. I wasn't staying here any longer, and that message was there, which was obviously very scary, because clearly somebody had been listening in, if not watching, as to where the computer was. So after that, I decided that it would be best to get out of town, and I left town for a couple of weeks and really went off the grid for a good part of that. So after the computer incident and leaving town for 2 weeks, the day that I came back, I had a friend come with me, and him and I arrived at my place and found a ladder open right in front of my door, looking into the windows, the bedroom window. Now, this is my ladder, but this ladder lives in the garage. So it was clear that somebody had accessed the garage, brought out the ladder through the side of my house, opened it, looking right up into the window, and this happens to be the only window that I had blinds open. So that was quite a message. The security experts said, wow, what a better message than to say we're watching you. And this actually happened the day that I came back into town, so they clearly knew that, well, it happened the night before. They clearly knew when I was coming back. The neighbor who was feeding my dogs came over after half an hour after we found the ladder, and she asked, so what's with the ladder? And I said, I don't know. I mean, I didn't put it there. And she said, well, it wasn't there yesterday. So it means that it happened the night before I came back.
I don't know how close she was with her neighbor, but why would her neighbor be concerned about this ladder? But anyway, okay, never mind.
Into town after 2 weeks. So clearly they are watching. The next incident was just 2 days later, and that's in the garage. This Buddha was on the floor. Normally the Buddha is pretty heavy. It was on here on top of the dog cage, holding the towel to cover it up at night for the dogs. So it was taken off of here, and there's really no way it could have fallen because, I mean, it's actually really heavy. And if it had fallen, it would have fallen, you know, some different way. But I walked in and I found it right there on the ground. The pictures were also knocked over. So then 2 days later, I noticed it first through the kitchen window. And it's not something I have ever seen before, but there is a duck. On my table. And when I talked to the security experts, I said, I don't understand the duck. And then it came to me that I had been on my phone having a lot of conversations about people asking me, you know, are you staying at your house? What are you going to do? And I used the term repeatedly, well, I'm not staying at my house. I feel like a sitting duck because they can get in at any time. And, you know, I'm a sitting duck. And so that was actually quite disturbing to come home to. Now I have a duck. I have never seen it before. It's not mine. Nobody else is having access that would bring a duck. It's a clear message that, again, they are watching me. And the intimidation is quite, you know, intimidating. And it's quite scary. So after all of these intimidation tactics, it's very hard to feel safe and secure, but I am not gonna go away. I mean, I'm not gonna be silenced, because these are important issues and we need to expose what's really going on behind the mandatory vaccination bills.
Vaccines.
It has nothing to do with public health. It has everything to do with profit. And I hope that we can all continue this fight. We may have lost the battle, but we still have a war to win.
Okay, so you want to watch the rest of that video. The time is going to cut off real soon. So it's right there if you want to watch it. All right. I love you, Andre. Y'all have a good day. Peace.